Hello everybody, it is Nate here for Gaming Denizen again. The time is 0501 on the 2nd of the 2nd, 2012. What I will be doing today is just a little show off of handheld consoles. Nintendo. So no PlayStation portables, no... Did Microsoft ever make a handheld? Apart from the Windows Phone, obviously. No, I don't think they did, but... Nintendo, 3 Nintendo. So, what we'll do is we'll start off with, I think it's the oldest, but yeah. Here it is. It is the Game Boy Pocket. As you can see, there's no game in it, but classic. Just to prove to everybody that it's real and it works. Welcome to the old age, bitches. You literally had to blow every freaking cartridge to get it to work, but here we go. Zelda Link's Awakening DX. But yeah, there's proof that it works. Distracted, anyway. Put that back there. Then we have the Game Boy Color. This doesn't have any batteries in it, unfortunately. Double A's, but don't put me onto that. Well, actually, fuck it, yeah, my video, my rules. I literally, on the first month I got this, spent just under £75 on AA batteries alone. Because you'd start this off, you'd be... And you'd just see that little light there starting to dim. And you'd literally shit yourself. You'd save whatever you were doing. You'd flick it off. You'd rip the back off, rip the batteries out, chuck them in the bin, put in another two, put the back on, start it up, continue. An hour later, same thing again. And it would go on for hours. The same thing would happen, well, days. Same thing would happen with the Game Boy Pocket. Then we move on to this, which is the Game Boy Advance. It is a sexual beast. As you can see, I've got the rose tint semi-transparent. This baby gave me hours of joy. It was the first console which came with cartridge games, like micro cartridge games about that size, and you put them in, boot them up, you'd get, God, so much time out of it. Problem with batteries again. Oh, your battery supply will dry up within a year. But then a genius came up with the idea of rechargeable battery packs. And so I went out and bought about 6 battery packs. So 5 on charge, 1 in use. That seemed to work out pretty well. Until all 6 battery packs died! But yeah, whatever. Moving on, we have the Game Boy Advance SP. Now this is one I've messed around with paint and all spray and shit. Pretty loose in there, but then we go on to my second one, which is a black one. That doesn't have a battery cell in it either. Then we move on to the third one, which, as you can see, works perfectly. But that's near enough 6 years old. No, about 7 years old, I think. Probably. But yeah, I have 3 of them. They were beautiful. Now, this was the first official Nintendo product with a rechargeable battery pack built in. So you'd need to buy the charger, which obviously came with it, common sense, duh. And you'd get months of enjoyment out of it. Then Nintendo came along with Nintendo DS. Now this is the fat style, because I hate those freaking little shitty miniature ones. The DS Lites. I would literally flip them open like that. The hinge would snap. I went through that many in 6 weeks. Not good. totaled up to about £1.50 grand. But enough is enough. Moving on to games. So we will start off with the oldest games I have. And we will start off with Jungle Strike, the sequel to Desert Strike. Grey. Look at that. Look at the size of that. It's a beast. Cleaning. Then we will go on to Star Wars. Yep, that was just Star Wars. Nothing else with it. And I don't know how well my camera will show it, but if you know, it's right there. It says Original Game Boy Game Pack. Hardcore. Then gotta have it. Paperboy. A blindingly good game. Terrible to say, blindingly good. Whatever. Then Bomberman. Pocket Bomberman. Then obviously there's Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX. That's old as shit. But she served me well. Then Pokémon Pinball Vibros Edition. And as you can see, you could open the front pouch there, put a battery in, and it would vibrate. Ladies, keep your minds clean. And gentlemen. But yeah, moving on to more cartridges now. And this is a stack. All in the same gen, from the same series. Now, that obviously is a fake. But when I load her up, won't be long. Pokemon Gold version. Moving on. Pokemon Gold there. Now this one was one of my favourites. I obviously took the label off because of certain media that was covered on the front. And I am currently being spammed on Horflix. But yes, whatever. Whatever, 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 whatever. But yeah. This, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by when it works, of course. The gleam, and it would come up with that. And you could pick which one you wanted. Pokemon Golden, Pokemon Silver, Claw GB 2-in-1, push up, down, A key. Pokemon Golden. Okay. So reset it. Sorry about this. Doesn't usually do this. But gambling. And it would come up with the original Japanese opening. That's even worse. There is Pokemon Silver. What Pocket Monsters? New game options. That's all in normal. Now, when it comes to the start menu, welcome to here. Before you play, I need to know the time. What hour? AM, blah blah blah. How long past? Blah blah blah. AN10H0MN is the time? Good English so far. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. I am Oak. People call me the Pokemon Prof. The world is inhabited by Pokémon. This one is Mara. I like to study Pokemon. I do it as my job. I love them. My friend, Prof. Utsugi, will give you a Pokemon, but I will help during your journey. So, what is your name? We'll just put Gold. Gold, you ready? Your very own Pokemon adventure is about to unfold. Good luck. I hope you manage to catch all Pokemon. Moving on. Original Japanese cartridge crossover 2-in-1. Now we come to obviously it's legit, but the original cartridge that I had it in actually shattered under the weight of a very, very large piece of wood. Only downside to Nintendo. Okay, so giving up on that cartridge now. I'll come back to it later. But another gold, no label. Ole. Excuse me. There's the gold intro. What's it about? Whatever. Then, no, I should probably show you something else before I go on. Five Pokemon Gold cartridge. 1 Pokemon Silver. And 2 Pokemon. I'm not going to say their name until I actually load them up. But yeah, they all work. Brilliant games. Now we move on to the cartridges. Blah, 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 blah. And there it is. Pokemon Crystal version. This was a fantabulous game. Just to be a cunt. I used to do that with a lot of mobile games just because I could. And there's my second copy of Crystal. Blah 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 blah. Same again. But different character name. Now the downside to these, like this, was as you can see, you've got that bit of cartridge sticking out the bottom. And if you're playing one of the original cartridges, like that, or like that, and you were to knock that even a millimeter, it'd crash. You'd lose all your progress. You would scream like a little baby. And you would run crying to mummy. Now we boot up this game. This is Pokemon Leaf Green. Yep, close that off now. As you can see, it's legit. There's no video editing skills here, so another Game Boy Color load up. Licensed by Nintendo. Konami. Yu-Gi-Oh! Ultimate Masters Edition World Championship Tournament 2006. Acceptable game, but oh my god, the things you would go through. Blah 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 has beaten you in a duel. Oh, great, don't tell me that. Just thought the battery died there for a minute. Moving on again. Now this, a lot of my cartridges have taken a beating over the years because they're old, very old. There it is. Ding. Pokémon, Nintendo. And there's the first third generation game. Pokémon Ruby version. Now this is the bit that got me. It nearly made me cry. The internal battery has run dry. The game can be played. However, clock-based events will no longer occur. That would ruin a lot of the game, because most of it was clock-based events. But as you move on and get older, you get used to it. Maybe you cry in your sleep a bit. Classic. There it is. The Legend of Zelda. The very first edition. Now obviously I'm dying there because can't play it back to front, but whatever. That was a magnificent game. Now, another one. Nintendo! Welcome. Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. God, the hours of joy I get out of that. Now, I had the original Mario from the SNES, which is obviously Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Now, here we go. Oracle of Ages. Now, obviously, I've got Oracle of Seasons somewhere because you can never complete one without the other, but can't seem to find it, so I'll probably post that in another video. This one will probably be about 25 to 40 minutes long. But I'll trim it down a hell of a lot. But yeah, here we go. Lots of little writing. Nickelodeon Games. THQ. Way Forward. English, obviously. Lights, Camera, Pans. SpongeBob SquarePants. I bought that game so many years back. And then while it loads, c'est incroyable. The Incredibles. Got it free when I went to the pictures to see the freaking movie. Played it twice. It's fucking gay. I mean, sorry, Pixar, it's totally amazing. Tom and Jerry, Mouse's Head. One of the most amazing games. But that is enough for the handheld games. Now we move on to, well, I say enough of the handheld games, but whatever. Don't hate, bitch, I'll cut you. Now we move on to loading with the DS. Yes, Winged Nut Films, bloody blah. Peter Jackson, King Kong. Fake and gay. Well, not fake, but really, really, really gay. Leave that game out. Now this one, if a certain person is watching my films, she will laugh at it, I hope, and maybe give a little smile. If it loads, which I hope it does. There it is. Obviously another Pixar game from THQ and Ultron. Finding Nemo, Escape to the Big Blue. Now, I will turn it down a bit so you don't get ear rape, but down there is my favourite character in all the world, Dory. Now, as I say, if a certain person is watching this, she'll know what I mean by Dory. But, moving on. Marvel, Columbia, Activision. Vicarious Visions, Alchemy. Spider-Man 2. Fucking monotonously shit game. I mean, wonderful game. No, I don't. I'm talking shit again. Yes, more DS loady sounds. Licensed by Nintendo. EA Games. My Sims. Agents. It was 50p. Like 50 pence, which is about $1. Why would I not buy it? So I need to stack up my game box anyway. Now, last game, and then I'll definitely let you go. Ultimate Mortal Kombat. And then you had the Ultimate Mortal Kombat, and then you had Puzzle Combat, which is basically Tetris, where you blow your opponents to shit with big blocks. But yes, that is it for now. If you watched it all the way through to the end, I'm sorry it was so monotonously long, but it's a good collection. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you next whenever with the next video. Bye!